Hello, and welcome to Great Hang, the greatest hang that's ever hanged. Oh my God, I'm out of breath already. I'm your hang.
The Vail, Colorado edition, where Tim can't breathe.
Myka, let me do the intro.
No.
Okay.
We're in Vail, Colorado. We can't breathe. I thought I was going to be the one having problems, and look at Tim.
I was having a tough time last night breathing in my sleep. I was like sleeping, and I'd wake up being like... But we're here at the Vail Comedy Festival live for 2 people.
It happened.
That's right. It's every Memorial Day weekend. What were you trying to do?
That thing.
I was doing it. Why were you trying to do it? I was fucking doing it already.
I'm sorry, Tim. You can have all the canned shit, and I'll say the funny shit on the fly.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I slept like shit. My nose kept dripping because my sinuses are all fucked up. I kept making sure I wasn't having a bloody nose because when it gets really dry, sometimes my nose will just gush blood, and I was like, that would be bad.
The last time my nose gushed blood was because there was a piece of hamburger stuck in there for weeks. But, you know, I'm just a cool guy that does cool stuff. Myka, we have a guest today.
I'm so thrilled. We could never get him in New York.
No, we couldn't.
This is a Vail Comedy Fest exclusive.
Exclusive. A young man who is going around the country trying to throw 50 first pitches at 50 ballparks. A cancer survivor.
Is that true?
Yeah. You didn't know that?
I kind of, my hypochondria blocks that shit out, my dude.
A New York Knicks fan, it looks like.
I'm wearing a lot of Knicks stuff accidentally. This was not an on-purpose thing.
It's Eitan Levine.
Hey! Yeah, I had cancer. I'm throwing 50 first pitches now to break the Guinness record, and we're doing it to raise money for Make-A-Wish and some awareness. I had Make-A-Wish.
You had Make-A-Wish? Oh,
yeah.
You were a baby cancer survivor.
I had it when I was 10. Real bookable age.
Yeah, classic stuff.
This is an actual thing. I had cancer when I was 10, and then about 8 years after I had cancer, I walked into a Dunkin' Donuts in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and you know they have those little charity boxes?
No, shut up.
In the front, my face was on one of the charity boxes for this Jewish cancer camp that I used to go to. And then I asked the guy, I was like, can I take the box?
Yeah.
And he's like, no.
You're like, this is my money.
Yeah. I was like, my face was on this thing.
That's
you can
hilarious.
Keep the money. I want the box, baby.
It was called Camp Simcha, and one time I got in trouble because the person running the camp heard me call it Camp Sympathy.
Oh.
But it's only cancer Jews?
It's cancer Jews, and it's also like they have...
The most sympathetic of all of the Jews.
Not to be confused with Jews are a cancer, which I know...
Let me tell you right now, who had a worse Olympics between me and my grandmother at Passover shifted completely in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
They have 4 sessions, so it's Orthodox. So the guys and girls were split, and then there were 2 weeks for cancer, and then 2 weeks for like muscular dystrophy and stuff like that.
Right. Yeah.
So I was in the cancer one, which was the funner one of the two. They
Oh
always
yeah,
said,
you can get cured from cancer.
Oh yeah. No, you hear stories about the muscular dystrophy side and the other stuff, and you're like, whoa. Which I want to say, by the way, incredible that they were able to set up a camp that deals with these like very specific.
What is it? Just
traumas.
a big ramp?
What?
Yeah. It's a ramp up and then a real fun one down.
You're like, guess what? We're doing slides again today.
That's fun as hell. I wish I had muscular dystrophy now.
Oh, you got it.
That would be good time.
At least get the cancer's fun.
I'll get cancer. Listen, I will get cancer. I have been living my life.
You know what my
terribly.
Make-A-Wish was? Swear to God, my Make-A-Wish was, I got it when I was 15. It was to do stand-up in New York. And I opened up for with Daryl Hammond at Caroline's.
Oh wow! Was Bill Clinton there?
Yeah. He did it. Have you ever seen Jeremy Piven do stand up?
Yeah, I opened for him.
Oh yeah. So
Myka opened for him. He was sitting at the bar with me. Jeremy Piven was, and he was.
Tim started telling the story like he did the show with him. Did you feel that? Did you feel him co-opt my life?
But he's wearing a big stupid hat, and I go, "So that's the hat you picked, huh?" To Jeremy Piven before he went up.
And that's why I don't let Tim come with me to shows anymore.
Not anymore. I like in the middle of his shows when stuff is going bad, he just goes like, Lloyd. which is kind of what Daryl Hammond did. At some point, he was just like, all right, who wants to hear the Bill? That's my Bill Clinton, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, when you comedically peak, you got to give them what they want.
Totally.
Sorry for stealing your Jeremy Piven thunder. What were we talking about?
Oh, I was just going to say he was a really nice guy and didn't try anything with me.
That's good. It's good to hear.
I like it. He's in the middle of like a career rehab.
So there's no way he could have done anything to anybody.
That's right. He got new hair, new attitude, I say.
Yeah.
Cancel culture. I don't know anything about anything with him. He started following me, and then I read up on some stuff, and I was like, it's a
Come
avenue.
on, you can't throw a dead cat around and not hit someone who's sexually assaulted someone.
It's
right.
New York, and I came up during the improv comedy. I came up in the Pit, which is basically a sexual assault building with an improv comedy community attached to it.
It's true. I was there. I was undercover detective.
Oh, you were the one exposing.
Yeah, I was the
Yeah,
PI.
PIT stands for pedophiles in training.
Do you know what this is? I don't know if this is even too dark, but they had a meeting.
Too dark? We just did a pedophile joke and talked about cancer and muscular dystrophy ramps, my dude. Dark away.
There was a meeting that happened between all of the performers and the guy that runs the Pit. And when someone got assaulted on
he pulls
campus,
a stick out and he's like, if this is a problem, leave now.
Everyone get up.
I don't want to hear it later. This is consent time.
You guys want to get on a Herald team? This is how. It starts here. This is the pipeline to Herald. Okay? You want to get on a Herald team, you got to get on Ali's dick first.
Ali?
But he comes out onto the stage with his lawyer.
Yeah. Oh, no.
And then proceeds to have this meeting. And what you find out during this meeting is that at one point there was an anti-rape commission that was set up to address the assaults, and he disbanded the anti-rape commission.
Yeah. Oh, they're getting too far. They're taking this anti-rape too far.
It was like it cost too much money. That was what he said. And then afterwards, I found out that his lawyer that came on stage was his real estate lawyer.
Still a lawyer.
Oh, man.
Strong arm us with his lawyer. And then he was like, yeah, it's actually the guy in charge of his condo building.
That's
Wow.
Wait, was the lawyer for or against the rape?
I think he was just there as like a figurehead of I have a lawyer.
Yeah, not even. I think that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, this is my lawyer. Did he say anything? Or
Yeah,
did
he was like, this is my lawyer.
No, did the lawyer say anything?
Oh, no, sat there silently the entire time.
See?
Also, he could have sat in the tech booth or something. He didn't need to come on stage.
You just get a guy in a suit, say that's my lawyer, and people believe you.
But what was the thrust of the meeting? Don't assault other people, or I didn't do anything. This is my.
The thrust of the meeting sounds like to me, before we get to it, is I had to disband the commission, so we're on the honor system.
And apparently,
As in, I didn't do it, Your Honor.
there was I don't know if you knew, there was a lot of weird guys and stuff like that at the time, and someone got assaulted, and then that person's husband emailed the entire email list, was like, here's what happened to my wife last night. And to be honest, I'm not going to say what happened because I don't want to get it 100% wrong. I can get like 95% of it correct. There's like small details to it. Basically, they treated an assault victim very poorly after she got assaulted.
Hate
like
that.
the night
I
of.
freaking hate that.
First they assault her, and then they treat her bad.
I'll tell you this: there's no weird
He was like,
guys.
take me back to when I was getting assaulted.
There's no weird guys at the Vail Comedy Festival every Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Allegedly. Wait, I don't know.
Yeah.
I was like, if someone gets assaulted, I don't want to go down for that.
I'm here. They got a good anti-rape commission
Tim
here.
McLaughlin guarantee on it.
Yeah, I can guarantee that Tim won't assault you.
The air's too thin.
It's kind of hard to get assaulted and hearing wheezing behind you as it's happening.
I get halfway through, I'll be like, I'm too tired. I gotta go home.
It's like, remember in Hey Arnold, that like creepy guy that would, remember that the stick figure guy that was always in the back that was looking, you know what I'm talking about, Helga Pataki's like stalker? That's what it sounds like.
I'm from the Midwest. I didn't like Hey Arnold. Too East Coast for me.
Oh, yeah.
I go, I don't need to watch these liberal elites have a fucking childhood, I said to myself.
I liked how there was like an immigrant couple on the show. There was like that clearly
Classic
ran from like an
liberal
Eastern European.
Yeah.
Oh, at least they were Eastern European immigrants.
Yeah.
So they were like so close to being diverse.
Yeah,
They were like just right there.
They're like right there. an inch more, and
Yeah.
it would have been something.
Right.
They were just from like some nondescript, like I am from North America, but never explained what it
Right,
was.
right,
I
right.
think that is diversity. I think gray as a skin color is diverse.
Yeah. No vitamin D, that's diversity.
Right.
The D is for diversity.
Speaking of diversity, I think we're going to have a diverse round of plugs. We got to get to plugs.
Oh
It's
yeah,
time
this is
for
a
plugs.
segment-heavy show, guys.
We have little segments that we do. Eitan, this will probably be coming out this week. Or this coming week. So what do you got to plug, motherfucker?
So we're doing the 50 First Pitches project. So I'm going the country doing 50 First Pitches. We have 46 booked. 10 of those are major league teams.
Wow.
We're actually doing the Colorado Rockies in a couple of weeks, which is kind of nice, on June 3rd. So donate at 50firstpitches.com to Make-A-Wish. And that's the main plug. That's what I'm doing for the next couple of months. That's what
You
I'm
hear
doing.
that,
Yeah,
Goo
dude.
Gang? Get in your pockets, subscribe to our Patreon first, and then if you have any money left over, give it to 50 First Pitches.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. Someday soon, a little Jewish kid could be pitching it and thing 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Thinking about the time that
Well
another
put.
Jewish guy did.
Yeah.
We got a couple of good Jews in baseball now. It's actually out of all the times in sports, there's never been more prominent Jewish figures, weirdly.
You hear
Yeah.
that? Baseball's on its way out. So
What I'm trying to say is the Dominicans need to figure out ways to get back into America to start this.
donate to 50 First Pitches. It's 51stpitches.com.
Yeah, 51stpitches.com.
Yes, help a young Jew.
Yeah.
Michael, what do you got as a young Jew yourself?
Oh, well, we got to promote Take Our Advice. June 9th, we have fucking a whopper of a lineup. Bonnie McFarlane, Adrian Iapalucci, and Matt Koff coming out. We're going to fucking give advice to all the crazy wackos on Reddit. It's super fun.
Where and what time?
That's at the Gutter Bar in Williamsburg at 8 p.m. Come on out.
Come on out to that. It's going to be a good one.
It
It's
is
gonna be
the
a really good-
most fun thing we do, and if you miss it, you can always check us out on the Patreon. Patreon stands for pay. You have to pay to see that shit. But it is so worth it, and we also have like a million other... How many episodes do we have on the Patreon that they can't just get on the free feed?
100 and something.
100 and something. So, you fucking get cancer, you can't leave the house, can't afford Netflix, they kicked you off your mom's thing. Fucking go for, what is it? What's our cheapest one?
$5. But you can also pay $2,400 and I'll come party with you wherever you want.
It's amazing. That
It's
is
true. It's a
hilarious.
tier that we have on our Patreon, and I will do
And
it.
Tim is, like the show says, a great fucking hang. He will...
Yeah.
You guys have 100 episodes on the backlog? That's great.
I think we have like
Congratulations.
150, to be honest with you. Is
guys-
everyone's microphone on?
Mine is.
All right,
No,
good.
it is-
I got
yeah.
nervous out of for a second that I didn't turn on the microphones on.
I think
They're
my
working.
microphone's on.
But yes, that's patreon.com/greathang. And Myka and I, of course, will be with friend of the show, Karen Feehan, in Chicago.
That's right. You can see us at the Laugh Factory
Yes.
June 16th.
June 16th at the Laugh Factory. Come see us if you're in Chicago. And that is it for plugs. What's our next segment? Oh, my God. Eitan, this is a segment where if you have a new bit you're working on, Myka and I will help you make it good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mostly Myka will help. I don't really do much. But it's spit that bit.
Spit that bit, baby.
Should I spit the bit?
Yeah,
Yes.
like it can be as fully formed or just an idea as you want.
This is the two things I'm working on now. So I got to do a lot more baseball stuff. So I'm like working on a lot of baseball
Sure,
material.
absolutely.
The joke that I've been working on is that I pitched at the Jacksonville Jumbo Shrimp, the Hartford Yard Goats. Like they all have like fun names, right? All these
Those
minor
are
teams.
teams.
Those are those are real teams.
Okay.
Those are,
Minor league teams with fun hats.
yeah, they're cool. The Danville Dairy Daddies, the Malmo Oak Milkers are doing like a whole thing this year. Sometimes you'll go to a place and
No team is too small.
No. They Binghamton Rumble Ponies. I think there's 7 people that go to that game every year, every season, 8 over the entire season. But sometimes you'll go and you'll be like, oh, I love this name. And they're like, it's a new name. We hate it. We like the old name. And I'm like, well, what's the old name? And they're like, the Kansas City Jews.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, that's maybe it's a good pivot. And they're like, what? We were called the Secaucus Black people, and everyone was
Yeah.
cool about it. We had pride. Secaucus forever.
Yeah, we were the Nicaraguan N-words, and
We're the Syosset Stinky Italians, and we
Yeah.
liked it.
That's
They wouldn't
funny.
change that one. That one would stay.
That would stay. I want. Remember,
You could add that. The stinky Italians would stay because no one really likes Italians.
I get that hat. You know, when they were trying to, rightfully, they've been changing a lot of the names. There's one of the advertisements to change the names was like 3 baseball hats, and they each had like overly characteristic, like stereotypical pictures of like a black person, a Chinese person, Jewish person, and be like, hey, this isn't appropriate. Why is the Cleveland Indians appropriate? Which, fair, but ever since I saw that Jewish hat, I've wanted it so
want it.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would wear that everywhere.
Where's our propaganda merch?
Yeah.
I used to have an old trucker hat from the 70s with buckwheat on it. It flew off my hat. It flew off my head when we were driving down the highway.
That was God work. That was God working.
I wish I had pictures of me wearing that hat. It was crazy.
Tim, if you weren't going to get canceled for the many hours of podcasting, when they find that photo, it'll be that. You know what you could do? Like all those team names, and I don't know if this is accurate or not, but they sound like sex positions. It's like the best sex position in that.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like a team name, like what is that, an orgy move?
Maybe
or
like the
An
Arlington
orgy move,
Cowgirls.
classic sex guy, Myka.
Shut up. You haven't been hard in 6 months.
I don't like getting hard. I hate getting hard. It fucking sucks. Wasted time, I say.
Tim's like, I barely have enough blood to pump to my brain.
That's true. I'm having a tough time up here. It is hard up here. It's fucking tough.
It's the only thing that's hard up here is his ability to read.
I'm like sweaty and tired, and I haven't done anything.
You're also a medical tourist, apparently.
What's a medical tour?
Okay.
What is a medical tourist?
So
Yeah.
let's. This is not a segment we normally have, but we have guests in the show.
Guess they're audience members. You fucking idiot.
They're guests where I'm from because I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory. And anyone who comes to patronize my work is a guest.
You said you were a medical tourist. What is that?
What's a medical tourist? And we're gonna have to repeat you because you're not mic'd. So.
When you cannot get medical care you need back home.
Oh.
Travel.
You don't need to say the words long for us like we're children. We get it. We know what the word travel is. We took a plane here.
Okay.
You're not my dad ordering at a Thai restaurant.
You travel for medical.
Spring rolls. Yeah. No, my dad's never been in a Thai restaurant. He's kosher.
So you travel for medical care. So wait, Vail is a medical hub?
Stedman Clinic.
The Stedman.
The
Really?
Stedman Clinic.
Oh, Oprah's
Oprah's
husband?
boo. Classic Stedman.
I didn't even know he was sick, but that makes sense.
I don't think he's sick. I think it's one of those sick rich people things where he comes and looks at sick people.
Oh, yeah.
Pokes them with a stick and stuff.
You don't think Mark Cuban was doing that? During the pandemic, Mavericks were down. He would just go to places, show me them.
I wouldn't put anything past Maverick. He can do whatever he wants.
If you don't mind us asking, what's your medical problem?
Tim.
I said if you don't mind.
Well, now that is
No,
so
she doesn't
fucking-
have to say it. She can say, I mind, and then we'll move on.
Oh, you're so fucking weird.
Collapsed.
What?
Rolled over me. Destroyed my knee.
Oh.
Clinic fixed me. I'm not.
Wow. Horse collapse.
This is a horse injury. That is crazy. Well, that's good because we can't catch
tell
that.
everyone on her horse collapsed
Yeah.
and fell on her and destroyed her knee. The people can't hear her.
Why did your horse collapse? I know that. I said that first.
It's a Christopher Reeves, they call
I was
it.
avoiding that. Yeah. Did the horse? Your horse collapsed on you? How? Why? What happened?
Lyme disease, classic horse.
The horse. You know, a lot of people say horses are lying about that.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, is that a thing on the internet?
No, chronic Lyme disease is a thing people say is made up.
I got misdiagnosed with Lyme disease before they found out I had cancer. Maybe your horse died of cancer
shit.
on you. That was the thing. Yeah, they everyone gets mixed. No one. They don't give you cancer as the first diagnosis ever. They're always like, it's lupus or something.
Yeah.
And then, spoiler alert. I had what your horse had, except he wasn't on a charity box. So,
We could put him on one.
yeah, we can do
We
that.
can make a great hang charity box with child Eitan and your horse. What was the horse's name? Esmeralda. Good horse
Did
name.
Esmeralda survive? Okay.
Oh, hell yeah. I thought they fucking... So wait, because if you were the horse with the broken knees, they just fucking goosh, goosh, goosh.
Yeah. That was what I was kind of like wondering.
Yeah.
So they do keep them alive afterwards.
Antibiotics, classic stuff. Good to hear.
You know we're also by the Betty Ford Clinic?
What? We here?
It's like a couple blocks away.
Oh, because this is for rich people. But
Yeah.
I thought it was like only seasonally. Because I kind of want to get a crazy illness just to live here. This
Yeah.
rules.
I'd have a horse fall on me for a couple of weeks in Vail.
Yeah, it's better
No.
than doing some bar shows in Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. I wouldn't do it. As a man who's been injured a lot, you don't want a horse falling on you. I'll tell you that. It probably sucks. I mean, this lady has to come to Vail to get her. And you're from Vermont? Damn.
You couldn't have gotten treated in Vermont?
No, they don't have.
Aha!
They don't have it.
Yeah, this was a getaway.
Oh, that's a Bernie Sanders issue. That's what happens when you create medical care for all.
Yeah.
That's right.
1% of the horses
Yeah.
are destroying 100% of the rich white lady needs. In America.
That's good.
That's my Bernie.
That's good.
That's
And
a
if
good
I do
Bernie.
it, I'm fucking anti-Semitic.
No, come
Yeah,
on,
but
do
you
it.
should see how he does it. He's like 1% of the horses.
Yoible, I'm Bernie Sanders.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Papa, can you hear me? I'm Bernie Sanders. I am. What do I know of government?
If I were a rich Jew, well, I am.
Yeah. Are you from Burlington? No. Wasn't.
Peachum, Vermont. I went to Vermont recently.
Oh.
Good segue.
Yep. I performed right outside of Montreal at the very top. It fucking sucked.
All right, did we help your joke, Eitan?
Yeah, well, the other part to it, though, is that when I had cancer, so this is a Jewish mom thing, I had a really rare kind of cancer, only 5 of them in the world every year. My cancer was so rare, my mom was so Jewish that she used to brag about it to people. She would be like, do you know Eitan got into a very good medical program? And then one time, I heard her talking to a friend of mine's mom who had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, and she just went, oh, so they have Daniel on regular people chemo? They have Eitan on some really experimental new stuff.
Not Hodgkin's. Oh, he got into community cancer.
Yeah, that's the answer. There it is.
That's great. And you can hear all about it at the Vail Comedy Festival Memorial Day weekend.
Every Memorial Day, yeah, he was like, do it every 7 minutes, and Tim didn't understand that was a joke.
I know it wasn't, but it's fun to keep doing. Now, Myka, get your fucking phone out, dumbass, because it's time for Hot Take of the Week. This is where Myka gives us a situation. We get a very little bit of information. We have to give our hot take on it immediately, and then we find out if we were right or wrong.
Ugh.
Okay, so, well, this one is a little different. This one, usually we go to Am I the Asshole, but this one...
It's just like
This
Solve
one-
Israel.
I got from our new tubers. It's some YouTube advice.
Oh.
All right. So the subject line is too ugly for YouTube. How to overcome this? So, can you just hot take? Can you overcome what's happening? Tim?
I'm trying. I forgot to do something. We'll do it in a minute.
Are you taking my banking information?
No, I
What
was
just
going
happened?
to.
That's insane.
I was sending you a note.
What a Jewish fear. Holy fuck.
Are you coming for my... You're committing an insurance fraud on me?
Yeah,
Is
yeah,
that
yeah.
what's happening right now?
I got to send you this note after we do this segment.
Can
Go
you
ahead,
send it to my
Mike.
lawyer first and
Yeah.
then have him send it to me?
We do
No
a play.
VPN,
We do
no-
a play during the show.
Okay, so hot take. Can you get over being too ugly for YouTube?
Oh, there's a niche for everybody. I don't believe
ugly.
at all that you can't overcome that. We're in an era where we used to have corporate executives decide who was hot and who was not hot, and that was how you become famous. Now you can be as ugly as hell, and it doesn't make a difference.
Well, there's 2 lanes. There's 2 lanes now. You're either really hot and untalented and you still get a lot of followers, or you're a fucking freak show and untalented and you get a lot of followers. There has never been a better time in the world to be a fucking freak. I've been saying it for a long time. If you're all fucked up, get on the internet and start monetizing your illness.
That's right. Or have a fucked up kid.
Yes.
I-
Or a fucked up
Cha-ching.
pet. If you have like one of those cats that shakes and walks.
I was about to say that. I used to work at Mashable. Remember
Yeah.
Mashable at
Oh,
all?
yeah.
It was like a content farm website. They used to bring in the most screwed up animals, like the dogs without the bottom jaw and stuff like that,
Oh,
the
God.
cats with whatever. The owners would walk out with 5 figures every time they would make a freaking appearance. Get a dog, have it be disabled as hell, and cash those checks.
Fuck yeah, dude.
All right.
It was crazy how
Go
much
to
money
the
they were
inner
making.
cities. Find some fucked up dogs.
Yeah.
Get them.
Why would they be in the inner cities?
Because these dogs
what
are
kind of
fucked
level
up.
of racism is it that even the pets in the inner cities are fucked up?
Because they are. Have you not seen these videos where they find these
No.
dogs?
Can I say? But wait, I want. Based on what you said, though, I feel like if you want to see some really fucked up animals, you gotta go really rich.
Yeah.
I feel like really rich people have animals that have been alive for way longer than they should have because they're on like weird genetic stuff.
You're talking about
Yeah.
our cat? Our cat's going to stay alive as long as Myka has money.
How old's
That's
the cat?
She's only 11 now, but you got to
Yeah.
make plans for the future.
Yeah.
Yeah, Myka's been saving all of her. Myka has a bunch of money, and it is all going towards the cat's health.
Have you tried having a horse fall on the cat? May get you a free 3-night, 4-day stay at Turks and Caicos.
The
Dude, if
cat-
I would train her to ride the horse. That's fucking money in the bank,
The cat
dude.
would fuck up the horse. I guarantee it.
Put a
She's
little
badass.
cowboy hat and a lasso on that thing.
But also, the person's not too ugly for YouTube. They're just regular ugly, and that sucks for them.
Yeah.
And they're being a baby.
Okay,
Yeah.
so here's what
It
what they
sucks to be
wrote.
regular looking now.
Yeah.
It's never been a worse time to be regular looking.
So I
Funny
thought
you're
about
telling
making
me.
YouTube videos about budget
Nah.
traveling and working, etc. Tim, are you listening?
No.
Wait, is this you?
This
No.
is absurd. Tim,
All right, go. Now Eitan's looking at something.
Wait, look at this.
I know.
This is not you?
No.
I got a text message from someone. I don't know who this is. It says browardflorida.mugshots.zone.
don't
Hey,
click on that.
Don't click on it, but
Can you?
But click on it later.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Myka, read your article.
You can do your thing during your segment and I'll vamp.
All right, I'll do it during our segment, and you can vamp. Damn, bitch.
All right. So I thought about making YouTube videos about budget traveling and working, etc. But I am a girl and look like a fucking blobfish, so it's hard to make videos.
No, you got to just lean into blobfish life.
I would attach an actual picture, but I'm scared of being roasted by y'all.
Oh, God. So that's real.
I thought about trying no face or wearing a mask, etc. But I don't know if it would be creative or engaging enough. Has anyone gone no face content or wearing mask, etc.?
Dead mouse.
Have you been able to generate engagement by not talking and showing your face? Frowny face. Very sad, but listen.
She should be a Vegas DJ.
Yeah.
Marshmallow.
Well, that's the
Yeah.
thing.
Too self-conscious to do videos. Just have a regular job and live your regular life.
No, she can do this. There have been so many no face videos that fucking pop off. It actually brings the people in because they were like keep wanting to see the face, So like that is actually a real move that she should do.
Does she have a good voice?
That's
Because
a great
she
question,
could do like the
Phone
here
sex.
yeah.
Tim,
She could do the.
she's like,
never
I
looking
look
at-
like a blobfish.
And I'm like, show me
Wow.
the face. I'm edging.
Also, low key, blobfish kind of hot.
What?
Yeah, I would say it looks the most like a human. Yeah.
Blobfish looks like that cartoon guy that hangs over the wall.
Yeah, he does look like that. You're right.
Yeah.
You're
What
right, you're right.
cartoon guy that hangs over a wall?
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
it's from the 70s. It's like I am. You know what it is?
Blobfish does look like he Venmos money to like women that
Yeah, you're
off
right.
of apps,
Yeah, she
Alright.
could go that route too.
Yeah.
And if you like Venmoing women money off of apps, hit up Myka. Send her some money so I can get a little bit of it too.
Yeah, I treated Tim to dinner last night because
That's-
he couldn't pay for himself.
I said, well, I put down the deposit on the hotel, which was way more than I thought it was going to be.
It was when he pulled out his debit card. I was
Okay.
like,
What's wrong
what
with
are
debit
you-
cards?
It's not a credit card. It's not a real card. You can't get a car. You can't get a rental car with that. You
Yeah,
can't
you
get a lot-
can.
Yeah.
I do it all the time.
Right, I use my debit card only because I'm too lazy to use a credit because then I have to remember to pay it every month.
No, you put auto payment. You do that once in your life and you're done.
No,
That's for people who have money. Some people can't
What, are you just
risk doing auto payment. Some people can't live out here spinning the wheel of auto pay or hoping that this is the month that I don't have to worry
Wait a
about
second,
it.
though. Wait, let's break this down for a second because what is worse, carrying interest on a credit card or getting a $20 fine from your bank? Because I bet the
In the
interest could
immediate-
be worse.
wait.
No, Myka, it's all bad. It's all bad. There's neither one. They're both bad because if you get a $20
Right.
fee from your bank, then you're out $20 more till you get paid again.
Right, but
the interest, you can just deal with
No,
that in
no,
the long
wrong.
term.
No.
Wait, what's the? I'm confused. Is that because you get an overage for $20? Is that what
yeah,
that?
you
okay.
get an overdraft for $20 at the bank,
And then what's
or
the alternative?
you
It's
pay
$35 also, by the way. Fucking not in touch with the common man ass.
I guess. Okay, you have a bank on your phone. You can't fucking check and see if you have money in there.
But when I put on auto pay, I don't remember why I did it and when it comes out. Listen, I have it all in my calendar, and I pay it when my calendar says to do it.
I side with him here. It is way more annoying. It's not like Con Ed that's on auto pay.
Yeah.
It's the same basic amount every month or whatever. Yeah, credit card is too complicated.
All right, new segment, Myka's finance chat. And I'm gonna get you guys squared away.
I used to run a cryptocurrency show on Cheddar, which was a business news network.
I auditioned for that.
Wait, no. Wait, Crypto Crash Course?
Yes.
I created that fucking show.
Wait, really?
Why didn't you hire Myka?
Well,
Why do you hire me?
I tell you how this
I made a
Too
shit
Jewish?
ton during the first Bitcoin rush.
We can't go from Eitan Levine to Myka Shmuel.
You know her middle name's Rachel.
Like every Jewish woman.
The way that show happened was because I don't know anything about cryptocurrency at all. I got an email from the person in charge of the network that it was Cheddar, which was a business news network for idiots, and they were like, someone has to do a cryptocurrency show, and I was like, well, I don't know how to do it. And then a day later, they're like, well, you need to teach everyone how cryptocurrency worked. So I had to make 8 episodes of a show for a business tool that I didn't understand. 3 episodes in, I emailed the person in charge of the company and I go, I am currently giving financial advice on a product that I don't understand. This is morally, ethically, every single way
That's
you cut
so
it, this is
funny.
a bad idea. And they said, tough cookies, get back in there and keep on doing that.
You're like, okay, kids, here's how you pump and dump.
It's called Solara. You know?
You're like, the trick is to be the one in on the scam.
You don't want to be on the outside looking in.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
You want to be putting in daily hundreds of dollars for this thing that we don't know.
Have you heard of Logan Paul?
All right, let's shall we move on to the next one, Tim?
To the next segment.
You got it?
Ding, 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 ding,
Oh,
ding,
wait,
ding,
really?
ding,
We're
ding,
doing
ding,
that?
ding. It's time for the news with Tim McLaughlin. This news was submitted by Myka Fox.
Oh, yeah, it's a good one.
Priest bites woman after refusing her communion at Mass. This is from People Crime.
Tim usually has the worst news stories where it's like, horse falls on lady's knees.
Yeah.
Or whatever the fuck.
And Steadman watches. I bit her. I am not denying that. I was defending myself and the sacrament. The priest could be seen telling police in a body cam footage.
I was defending myself and the sacrament? How is he defending himself?
I fully don't understand how this episode. What happened?
We'll find out as I read the article I have not already
But here's
read.
a genuine question. I don't know about Myka, but I don't know how communion, all this stuff works. Is it a thing where you get the cracker?
In
Oh,
communion,
here
in
comes Catholic school Tim.
Shut up. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry I love the one true God. So what
Muhammad?
happened?
Neither of us like Muhammad.
Oh, that's my man. And Muhammad was not the God. He was a prophet, please. So
Prophet, please.
So what happens is you get up, you go down the aisle after you've taken the rites of communion, you put your hands out like this, or you stick your tongue out and the priest can put it on your tongue. Old school people would put their tongue out and have it set on their tongue. So that's how it goes. And then you can have wine or not if you want. But
So when did she bite him?
well, bitch, I haven't read. I don't know.
No, the priest bit her.
The priest was arrested after allegedly biting a woman during a communion at a Central Florida church. That makes a lot of sense.
He's like, it was me or the snake.
Officers from the St. Cloud Police Department in Florida arrested a priest identified as Father Fidel straight from Cuba after he allegedly had an altercation with a woman during Mass, according to local news sites WFTV, WKMG TV, and WDBO. According to the outlets, the police have recommended that Fidel be charged with battery. You sent this to me. Don't be annoyed.
I don't. Yeah, but you don't have to read the call letters of the dumb local news stations.
I have to. I'm
you
reading
know
the
you're
news.
pissing me. No,
I'm a journalist. I have journalistic integrity, you fucking asshole. The incident happened at St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic Church at around 1:20 p.m. That's where St. Thomas was a church where I'm from. I didn't go there. I went to Christ the King, of course.
So you admit you're biased in your journalism.
Yes, I am.
You should have removed yourself from this article if you knew that the bias was coming out, like Clarence Thomas should do.
Oh man.
Sorry, go ahead.
I can't wait till that motherfucker goes.
We don't do Clarence Thomas slander on this pod. Go off, Supreme Court King. According to the charging affidavit obtained by WKMG-TV, police said that the woman had attended Mass to participate in her niece's communion, but when she had gone up to receive the bread, the body of Christ, the priest allegedly refused to give it to her, claiming that she hadn't completed the necessary steps to get it.
How do they know?
She probably fucked up trying to get it. She probably didn't do it right.
Wait, I did that shit at a wedding once.
Myka, you're a fucking
I wanted to taste Jesus before I bought in. Can't you get like a?
You got a sample.
I wanted a
like
sample.
Costco.
And what did you think? What did you think of his delicious body?
I mean, he could use a little salt.
Yeah, it seems dry.
Yeah,
That's how you can tell it's not a Jewish thing. There would be a schmear. There would be a little bit of a platter. There would be multiple dietary options. This is non-dairy, Jesus.
It's so dry.
That's it. The cracker would be so much bigger if Jews were doing it. It would be a full sleeve.
Right.
At a Catholic, but you are allowed to drink as much of the wine as you want at Irish Catholic.
Is that true?
No.
I thought you only got a sip. Oh.
However, the woman told the priest that she had done so and was now accepted by God, she said. And the priest became upset and tried to stuff the bread in her mouth. Wow.
Wait, he was trying to choke her with God?
And the priest became upset and tried to stuff the bread in her mouth, per the affidavit obtained by WKMG-TV.
I just like, by the way, he's like, oh, you like God? Here's a whole fucking fistful of God.
Yeah.
He's like, you love God or you loaf it?
Boo. Myka sucks.
No, I fucking rule. Everyone liked that joke at home.
The woman then tried to grab another piece in his hand when he allegedly grabbed her and bit her arm. Per the outlet.
He's right there. I want to point out that he's the one that she was grabbing the bread.
No,
he's defend your bread.
He's a man of God.
Well, it's a stand your ground state.
Yeah.
I got kicked in the nuts by a priest.
What were you trying to do?
I beat him in beer pong, and he was all fucking pissed, and he kicked me in the nuts, and I walked away because that's what Jesus would do. Yeah. Instead of beating the fuck out of a priest at my buddy's memorial for his death.
He was pissed because if the priest had won beer pong, he would have gotten to suck Tim's dick.
I wasn't a child. I was a grown man. My friend had died. A priest kicked him in the nuts at a fucking person's memorial.
You really made it sound like you were a kid playing beer pong.
How was I a kid? I have to be of age to drink, Myka. I'm a law-abiding citizen.
That's true.
And the priest was a biting citizen.
Yeah.
She's back.
He tried to forcefully shove it in her mouth. She backed up. One witness told police per WFTV.
This is actually the least controversial time a priest has tried to shove something in someone's mouth.
She said, no, don't do that. And she tried to get it, and that was when he went crazy.
Yeah, reportedly the priest didn't understand the word no.
That's what we've been doing this entire time? Oh, God, we fucked up. Oh, no, I have so many people to apologize.
All right, well, we got the gist of that one.
We got the gist of it.
And then, he got arrested?
In police body cam footage obtained by the outlets, Fidel told police that the woman came to an earlier mass but didn't understand the process of communion, so he told her what the steps were and she needed to take before she could do so, but she did not complete them.
What are the steps that you gotta...
You just gotta go to all the shit, and then so that they can fucking indoctrinate you with their bullshit.
But like, what
As spoketh by Jesus himself.
Thou shalt partake in the shit.
All right, Myka Vamp. I'm going to send Eitan our play.
Okay, I got the play already.
All right, Eitan, accept my airdrop.
Okay, so this is a play written by a man who's illiterate, and so I should take that into account. But Tim, in a bet, won getting to do his 3-minute plays.
Yes.
So did you? Oh, your guest. Eitan.
Your
You got
guest.
it?
I
Don't
wasn't.
read it. Don't read ahead. It'll only ruin it.
Okay. We join our heroes waiting in line for a roller coaster at Cedar Point. The Rockin' Roller Coast. Oh, it should say coast. Fuck.
Tim, don't edit as we go. Just let's move it along.
Tim, it's me. Oh my God, it's hot as fuck out here. My cracker ass is getting scorched.
I told you to put on sunscreen.
No, you told me I should put on sunscreen, but I may not find a bottle big enough to cover my fat body, so it may not be worth looking for.
Wow, she said that to you? That's really fucked up.
Thank you. It was mean.
Oh, no, I mean the hotel sells novelty-sized sunscreen, so it's fucked up she told you not to look. There was for sure a bottle big enough in the gift shop.
Whatever, you guys are assholes. Plus, I don't give a shit about anything but riding the Top Thrill Dragster. I hope we don't make it all the way to the top and we have to go back around and we get a double ride.
What? Sorry, I know it's my line, but this is maybe your worst play ever.
It gets good. It gets good.
Okay, all right. Well, if you're on the ride, we have a good chance of that happening.
Oh my God. This is the Midwest. There are fat people here, or there are people here way fatter than me, and they seem to be going over just fine.
Remember when that guy had his phone DLL out?
No, fall. It's supposed to say fall.
Oh, fall. I was wondering what that meant. Remember when that guy had his phone fall out on the roller coaster and he tried to go back and get it? As the roller coaster went by, a girl straight up kicked him in the head and shattered her leg?
And his head came off. She kicked his head off. You missed the head off part.
Oh, kicked his head off? Oh, and shattered her leg. Yeah.
Respect the
Yeah, that's for real. That really happened.
the text.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Pretty funny.
What the fuck? That's not funny. A man died and a girl's life was ruined because she couldn't afford to go to Vail.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Micah, no improvising. Read
What?
it
Our
as it's
guests love it.
Anyways, I brought it up because it took your phone out of your pocket a few minutes ago. Tim and I threw it under the coaster. Bet you can't get it before getting your head kicked off.
Oh, no, there was supposed to be a comma there. I took your phone out of your pocket a few minutes ago, Tim, and I threw it under the coaster. I bet I can, you stupid bitch.
That'd be funny if, like, the first reading of Hamilton had all of it. And Lynn's like, sorry. I meant shot, not shit.
Yeah, I want to be in the room where it crappens.
That's not right.
Oh, okay. Tim, go ahead. Take it from I bet you can.
I bet you can, you stupid, or I bet I can, you stupid bitch.
Tim, don't do that. It's too dangerous.
Before Micah could finish, Tim had already jumped the fence to get his phone from under the coaster. As he was bending down to get it, the roller coaster comes and a girl's foot and leg go up into Tim's ass and carry him off with the roller coaster. Later, Micah would buy the ride photo and place it next to his coffin at his wake. I told you it gets good.
That is good. All
right.
smiles.
And that was my play.
Yay!
Thank you.
Tim, all right, you redeemed yourself.
Thank you very much. Now,
Do you know about my Hamilton background at all? You know that?
What's that?
You know, I wrote the porn version of Hamilton that got made. It's on Pornhub.
Oh, I did
I won
know
two
that.
I won two AVN awards.
I knew that because
Yeah.
I saw the AVN award at your.
Hamilton. Swear to God, we can look it up.
Hamilton.
Yeah,
I'd
Great
call
name.
it Sploogleton.
We
I guess, but I'm not. I'm not an AVN award-winning writer.
No, it was good. It was all just coming up with puns. It was 10 pages of rap, and I think the funniest thing that happened was we were coming up with the names like George Washington.
I wish I was in the room where this happened.
We were trying to come up with a name for John Adams, and for about 15 minutes, no one could come up with it. And then someone just went, "What about John Penis?" And we were like, "Yeah, that works." And then that was his
good.
name.
When Johnson Adams is right there.
Oh my God. We are 5 years removed from this fucking thing, and we finally have closure on this goddamn meeting.
This is why you need Micah.
Yeah, where were you?
That
You
is
gotta- if
absurd.
you're- Shows out there. If you need a writer, get Micah. She's great. Johnson Adams. Wow, Micah.
Yeah. Well,
What are some other names? Let's make up some Hamilton
I got
names.
Schindler's Fist rejected. That was one I
no.
pitched to him.
No.
Yeah. And what was the other one? What was Spunked? That was it. And it was going to be a parody on Punked. Because I pitched it to this company. And,
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, I just fucked you on a prank.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, how about Sophie's Moist?
Oh, they.
That one's rejected.
Okay, wait.
People don't like the word moist, Micah.
They do in porn.
No, they don't. Not in porn. They're all dripping and stuff.
Oh no.
That is kind of
Tim.
funny if like every scene in the porn is just like it's going well, and then like 10 minutes and someone says moist, and everyone goes, whoa, 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 whoa.
That's right.
I'm not involved anymore. And then they walk out. No one completes. I made sure everyone was married and had a baby in the porn. that I
Oh,
wrote.
that's
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah.
That's good. You want that.
Yeah, it's a marital aid first and foremost.
All right. Now it's time for Eitan to do a fun party story or a tip for being a great hang. Or if you're at a party, something you hate about.
Yeah.
You know?
I went to an all-boys Jewish college.
Wow.
So as far as parties go, there was nothing happening. at
Really?
all.
You guys
Yeah.
didn't raid the nearby Jewish frum school?
No, I was in the frum school, and the
Yeah.
issue was that it was Washington Heights. So
In the Heights.
yeah, so
God, is there any shitty neighborhood Jews won't take over?
They already
Lord.
own it. What do you mean take over?
a Flint.
Yeah. There you go.
I don't think any of us are going.
The water gets their guts all going. They can't hang out.
Immediately, it'd be Evian there. It would.
Yeah.
It was. I mean, so Washington Heights is like I don't know. We didn't leave like a 4-block radius. So I think that was like it really crippled my partying. You know,
Yeah.
whatever. Except I was thinking about this. They opened up a Yeshiva University, all boys Jewish school. They opened up an AE Pi on campus. AE Pi is the Jewish frat.
Yes.
The most pointless fraternity of all time was opening up the AE Pi in Yeshiva University.
Because you guys were already doing so much tzedakah.
Yeah. Oh, look at this with the how Jewish were you raised?
3 days a week.
Okay.
Hebrew school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, where?
Scottsdale, Arizona. Well, Phoenix.
Oh.
There was, yeah.
They got Jews out there in Phoenix?
And yeah,
Oh,
dude, my
yeah.
high school was like 10% Jewish.
Wow. 10%.
But we were reformed. I didn't know about your kind till I moved to New York.
Oh.
Yeah.
What was that like meeting?
It was horrifying. I was like, do I hate Jews?
It's true. Listen, my dad. The thing about Jews in New York, my dad is a lawyer in Borough Park. Like,
Oof.
so he exclusively works for the Hasidic
So he
community.
must be
Yeah.
pretty busy.
It's like the Olympics of lawyers out there. It is. I bet the Israeli
Does
judicial
he do one of
system-
those like rom-com things where he's like doing lawyering in multiple different courtrooms, trying to like?
He's like, oh
he's
no,
so-
I double booked. He goes, I gotta check my. Oh, I left my oven on,
Yeah.
and then he goes out.
And he's like, Your Honor, he did not murder. And they're like, this is a rape case. Oh,
oh yeah. What did I got my rape case in my housing dispute settlement. No, he's a good lawyer. I assume.
Yeah,
But,
I assume you.
I have no idea. You ever seen your parents do the job that they do?
Yes.
Yeah.
And is
I
it-
worked with my dad for 20 years.
Was that like eye-opening in a bad way or a good way?
Well, I worked in a warehouse and we manufactured window coverings
Okay.
and installed window coverings. So I would say it was eye-opening in a bad way. In a bad way that it taught me nothing about the real life except for how to use a drill.
Okay.
That's the real life, dude.
Yeah.
For you, anyway.
For
Grade
me,
school ass.
But yeah, no, it was good. Working with my dad was good. Working with my Uncle Steve was better. I'd annoy him every day. I'd
You
just-
never got to like hang out with your dad while he worked?
Me?
Yeah.
No. I mean, my dad occasionally would go into, Brooklyn. So I grew up in Jersey. My dad would commute like an hour and a half into Brooklyn to work. So we'd go into Brooklyn occasionally. But I was like really young when that would happen. And because there's nothing to do in the office. Like it's just him walking around going, anyone files anybody?
Yeah, I don't know. I had a Jewish dad, and he made me fucking work for him for cheap ass.
I was offered. My sisters worked for my dad.
There
at
it
some-
is.
that
I was like,
yeah.
what Jewish kid doesn't do labor for free?
No. That was an actual thing that I had to reject. I've
Yeah.
spent the past. I'm sure you could both relate to this. I have spent the past 10 plus years avoiding law school. Like that is all that the comedy career, every little stupid thing that I do, it is all just to avoid having to go back to having to go to
law school's been avoiding me. All right.
Oh, I couldn't get it. I'd have to go to Brooklyn Law, which is basically a Fuddruckers with a law department on the side.
Could I get in? I got a 1 point. I graduated with a 1.8 GPA.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'm
Law,
in.
Brooklyn Law is the law school you go to if you didn't do good in college, but you need to say that you got a law degree to work in a field that just like without doing the bar and stuff like that. That's yeah. The only reason I know this is because I frequently would look like. To piss off my parents, I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to go to law school, go to Brooklyn Law if you really want me to go. And then you're going to have a shitty lawyer working at your firm.
Yeah, to piss off your parents, you promised them you'd go to law school.
Yeah, I really said it to them. And if you guys really don't behave, I'm going to go to nursing school, not even doctor school.
Yeah.
Show all you guys.
And I'm going to be an RA. And I'm going to save lives.
But only on the side, not being the guy in charge. My sister graduated NYU nursing school, and we went to the nursing graduation at Carnegie Hall. And I was sitting behind. It was me and my mom, and I'm sitting behind a bunch of families, huge families at very proud moments. And I said in the middle of it, they're just naming names like it's the 9/11 memorial. That's it. And a full family of foreigners turned around. As I like to look at who said that thing, and I said, "Yeah, they just named names at it," and they just looked around about. That's that.
What do you think would upset your parents more? The fact that you won an AVN writing Hamilton, or going to Brooklyn College?
Brooklyn College. So the first scene in the documentary of the Hamilton thing that we filmed.
You
with
made a
Elite
documentary?
Daily. Yeah. So it was first. So
The making of Hamilton.
Yeah. So I
You
used
make a
to be. She's
documentary?
gonna look at it now. So what happened was that I used to be a celebrity journalist for Elite Daily. You remember Elite Daily?
Of course.
It was a website. I used to write 5 articles about the Kardashians every day. I loved it. I used to write conspiracy theory articles about them. Do you know that everything bad that happened to the Kardashians during the 7 years that I was recording this happened in the last week of September or the first 2 weeks of October? Every year, they would release bad information about the Kardashians in that time, and then it would take a year for them to kind of parse through it. There was also a thing I found where if you went to...
what the fuck are you talking about?
If every year, the bad things that would happen to the Kardashian, nude leaks, strokes... the fappening, remember that big divorces, Tristan Thompson cheating, it all happened in the same 3-week span every year. And the reason why I figured this out was because on Facebook you get your like, hey, remember last year when you did this? And it was like to a T. Bad things happened. So then I would look on. So then I looked online.
He's fucking lying. He's got a big cork
It's like
board
time
in
for a
his
new
room.
season.
It was like Homeland.
Strings
I'll
like this.
I'll tell you another one. Anytime there were never more than 2 Kardashians trending online at once, according to Google Trends. It was Kim or...
This is fucking nuts.
It was Kim or
Who'd have thought that
Khloe?
they were orchestrating all this?
Yeah, it's almost like they got a mom whose entire job has been... It was always Kim or Khloe, so it's like... Kim would do something, like Kanye would do something, and then when that news cycle would end, all of a sudden Khloe would be in the news, and when that cycle would end, Kim would be back in the news, and then it was Kendall or Kylie. So it was like anytime model season would end, all of a sudden lip kit stuff would pick up.
Mm-hmm.
It was baffling.
That's awesome.
So then
that's a level of figuring things out that I will never get to.
It was I didn't have any reverence for these people. I was covering hard news. I was covering school shootings and hockey news and stuff like that.
They didn't teach you at Orthodox Jewish school to have reverence for women?
No, straight up, my entire sex talk was a rabbi senior year took us into a room, the seniors, and took us to a room and said, everyone be mature about this, okay? And then we're just looking, he goes, ejaculation must be held to the vaginal canal according to the Torah. And then gave us a 45-minute speech on not touching women, and that was my entire speech.
Now here's your blanket with the hole. Get out there, boys.
Now, can you believe that they have a whole sex assault department in Brooklyn just for Jews?
Yeah.
Why would that? How could those be
It's
related?
even worse. The guy from the pit disbanded it. While I was there, so the articles did very well because they were about the Kardashians, and I got to pitch them to do a video series where I did 3 weird jobs. One of the jobs was that I embedded in the paparazzi in LA for a week, which was terrifying. I took a picture of Ozzy Osbourne leaving physical therapy. I waited like 5 hours for it, and then And then the second one was that I was in Ringling Brothers
God, what a
Circus.
low life gig.
Oh, it was paparazzi is like a whole. That's a longer story. The second one, I was in the Ringling Brothers Circus for a couple of days, and that happened because they called me up because I did a thing with their PR company, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to do a video on how we don't hit the elephants anymore?" And then I was like, "No,
like, I want to do one about."
yeah, we're in a new thing." And
You're like, no, but I have an idea for a new article.
So then I went down there.
Dumbo, we've called him Smart Bo now.
We kiss him on the head every. And then I went down there and they were like hitting the shit out of a kangaroo. The first thing I saw.
Well, they don't hit the elephants. They got to hit something.
Well, they literally stopped hitting the biggest thing in the room.
Well, the kangaroo can hit back. So.
It's a fair fight.
Yeah.
And then the third thing was that I got to pitch Hamilton to a porn company.
Yeah.
That was how that kind of came together.
And then they made it. That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, now we've come to our second to last segment of the show. I know how you said you didn't want to get dark earlier, but it's time to speak ill of the dead. So now we got to. Did you find a dead person to speak ill of?
Wait,
you don't have to do it now. I'll go first.
You guys go.
I'll go first. I'll speak ill of Ingmar Bergman. He's fucking dead, and I looked up. I wrote Ingmar Bergman controversy into YouTube, and it said he wasn't very nice. He was half a fascist and a Nazi sympathizer. And I think he's a good person to say, I hope the devil's in hell with his fucking yarmulke on, butt fucking you, brother.
Wait, he was half a fascist on his mom's side or his dad's side?
I'm not really
Because if it was his mom's side, then he's a full fascist.
Yeah.
There we go. There we go.
Someone grew up in the Scottsdale Jewish community.
But I think he's a good one to talk shit about on our highly Jew-charged episode.
Who is
As
he?
opposed to our Jew Chard episode, which will be coming out.
Micah!
What?
Do not do stuff like that with me here.
Who? Wait, what did this person do? Ingmar Bergman.
He was like an artist and something
He was
else.
a director, wasn't he?
Possibly a film
an actor?
guy. Who don't? You know
Whatever.
what?
He
Fuck him
directed
anyway.
Madagascar too.
Oh,
Europe's Most Wanted.
Well, anyways, Ingmar Bergman, rest in piss. I hope you're in hell getting butt fucked by the damn devil.
My rest in hell one is as we were coming in here.
He's a film and theatrical director and screenwriter.
What do you make though?
All right, I'll
Is there
find
anything
out.
I saw?
You talk shit about whoever you're doing, and I'll let you know.
The guy from Super Size Me died.
Morgan Spurlock.
Morgan Spurlock
Let
died
him have
today.
it.
I want to say that a couple of weeks ago, I found out that he was an alcoholic during the taping of Super Size Me, and that is why his liver counts were all off. The entire documentary was about how unhealthy McDonald's was making him. He doesn't mention that he was like, freebasing vodka before every shoot. That's why.
That's so fucked. Well, the thing is, though, and he was my pick too because that motherfucker can go. He also fucking self-me too'd.
Yeah.
But it's like he did a before and after. So was he not drinking before? Because it's like
Totally.
Because if he was an alcoholic, he didn't just become an alcoholic during Super Size Me, right?
No.
Or did he?
No, I think
Because he went
right?
he goes into a doctor before he starts in Super Size Me, and then after, and he got worse. He got fatty liver disease and whatever after. But it's like, was it worse because of the alcohol? Wouldn't his counts already be bad if he was an alcoholic?
Yeah, but I feel like at that point, everything is exacerbated by alcohol. Like, it's a question. We don't know what a baseline of, like, if you eat McDonald's and the way that he presented it, we don't know what the actual answer is because it's like, I used to be 320 pounds. And when I lost the weight, the doctor told me it just
what
is
kind
what
of fat cancer patient were you?
Well, that was the issue, is that the doctor at one point came to me and said...
He was eating cancer.
That was the problem. I couldn't stop. I was addicted. No, I loved the taste of chemo, but I would melt cheese on it, and that was the issue. But like the doctor was like, you can't be this heavy and a cancer survivor because the cancer does like stuff to you, and you got to like pick a lane. Morgan Spurlock, if he is an alcoholic, I'm sure whatever he was doing McDonald's wise was magnified, amplified 50,000 times because of this. Also, you have to disclose that you have an alcohol problem before getting into this.
Yeah, he made like he was like a healthy guy too.
Totally.
If I remember, didn't he make it like he was like, and I run every morning, and I only eat like lettuce wrapped fucking
Look at my vegan wife.
Yeah,
The only
yeah.
way- I'm so vegan that my wife is vegan. You know.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, afterwards she's like, we got to deprogram and get him back into salads after the documentary. They probably sent him to Betty Ford.
Yeah, he's like, my wife's pussy isn't fishy, it's imitation crab.
Well, Morgan Spurlock, I hope you're in hell and the devil is lubing up his dick with secret sauce and butt fucking the shit out of
And
you,
I'm going to
brother.
double down on Morgan Spurlock. He self-me too to get ahead of it. No, bro. That doesn't fucking absolve you of your Mewtwo shit. He's like, I just want to be on the right side of it. I'm like, then how about you don't fucking assault people, bro? How about you knew it was wrong when you did it, and now you don't want someone else to come out with the story? Fuck you. I hope your fucking victims spit on you in hell when they join you there for whatever wrong shit they probably
Remember when
did.
Dan Harmon did that? But like the lesser version where he was like weird to a writer on Parks and Rec or
right.
something, and
No,
then
I don't think he did it. I think he just apologized. I think
yeah,
was
but
just
he got it was like out of no. He talked about it when no one was bringing it up, and like the
Yeah.
person wasn't gonna bring it up, and then during a podcast he was like, "I did all these things," and then she had to respond and be like, "Oh, I wasn't planning on talking about this, but yeah, pretty fucked up."
I was planning on sparing my career and yours, but okay.
Well, Dan Harmon, I hope when you die you get butt fucked by the devil as well. All right, that's it. Now
the
it's
show.
just time for sign-offs.
And we didn't get to reviews for the podcast this week, but that's okay. We'll do it next episode because we have plenty of
Yes.
reviews.
Hey, Hamilton, I'll tell you Hamilton on the comment section. Someone wrote, "This made me want to Alexander kill myself."
There you go.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good comment.
Alexander, kill myself.
Signing off. You have to say signing off.
Oh, signing off. I'm Eitan Levine.
Perfect. And signing off, it is I, the greatest man to have ever lived. Your Patreon dad, patreon.com/greathang. Your free feed best friend, Timothy Grady McLaughlin II.
And signing off, it is me, the nicest woman in the world. The best pun maker who does not regret a single joke she made on this podcast today. It is friends of our guests, friend of Eitan's, girlfriend of Tim, mother of Toe, and your friend and podcast host, Myka Fox.
And I hope you guys have a great rest of the day.